What's up, guys? Frank Castle.Airsoft here, back at Clarington Woods, my home field, doing a little sniping with my VSR. Now I'm using a new program here for editing videos, and so you're gonna have to bear with me. Also, the head cam I'm using is a knockoff GoPro. So the game mode we're playing here is Blob, which is essentially a free-for-all. And when you're hit with a BB, you're supposed to stay still until anybody comes and tags you. Once you are tagged by that person, you are then part of their team, and the game ends when everybody is on one team. So as a sniper, this game mode is very challenging because I'm picking off people from a distance and I can't quite go up and tag them. So in the beginning here, I'm hiding on the back hill. You can see some enemies off in the distance, and I'm taking them out, and they're tagging each other back in, so they're reforming their team, but they have no idea where they're getting shot from. So I decide to, I'm going to hang back until they all think they're on one team, and then I'll advance in. So I've taken a couple shots, gotten a couple kills, and I decide it's my time to move. I've really wanted a knife kill this season. I've gotten one every season at this field, and I decide this is a perfect opportunity. So I get down the hill. No one suspects anything. They assume, I guess, that I'm on their team because I come down behind them. I withdraw my knife, which you'll see shortly, sort of. Again, I apologize for the shakiness of this camera. It's a cheap quality GoPro. So right there you could kind of see I pulled out my knife. Now, originally I was just going to go in with the knife, but I decided that would look too suspicious, so I actually put the knife along the barrel of my gun. So I'm holding my rifle with my knife pressed against it, so nobody can tell. And I'm trying to pick my first target, and I'm trying to pick the people who are the furthest back from the action. But I also see a lot of my friends that I really want to go and kill with my knife. So this guy's non-suspecting. He's now dead. His buddy here, he's dead. You can sort of hear me whisper to them that they are dead. There's another guy here. He is dead. Now these guys don't really know what's happening. They're very confused. This is my buddy Adam, so I definitely want to get him. He's dead. And my teammate, there's Liam. He is now dead too. Now these guys are all supposed to be part of my team now, but a lot of them were confused. Some of them reacted and took out more people that I hadn't tagged out, and we were forming quite the team there. So now, I think, well, I've gotten most of them. That was great. I was very happy with it. Unfortunately, I didn't get everybody. And this guy, I wasn't sure if he was on our team, and he was running at us, and yeah, he got me. And that's basically where things turn south. At that point, the other team takes over and kills all of us. Alright, so we're starting a new game mode. This is attack and defend. And skipped ahead a little bit to the point where me and a squad of about 3 or 4 people were by the sniper tower after we encountered some enemies just before that. We're moving up and we see some dead men that are on our team. We weren't sure at first, but they are on our team. So we decided to try to sneak in and revive them, hopefully get them back in the fight. But we end up getting ambushed pretty good here. I got shot right in the ear. This was a very painful shot. One of the more painful ones I remember in Airsoft. You'll get another angle coming up here. A different viewpoint from my selfie cam. So we're moving up. We see our friendlies. Oh, right in the ear.
Glasses and then in the ear.
There is medic rules, so I was waiting to get revived, but I didn't end up, so I respawned in, and this is towards the end of the game. I am lone wolfing it. I tried to get people to come with me, but nobody wanted to come, and I'm assaulting the base from behind. Now, my playstyle is very sneaky and slow. I crawl a lot. I find it helps a lot in the woods. So I am I think it was about 150 to 200 feet away from the enemy base at this point, and I took a shot and got a kill. Shot the guy straight in the back of the vest. And then I'm trying to decide what my next move should be, because I don't have a great visual, but that means they don't have a great visual on me. I'm also downhill from there. So what I decided to do is pull out my Thunderbee that I've been wanting to use all game, and I let it rip and give it a good toss. And you can tell from the way I toss it how close I am, and you can sort of see the structure in that first person camera. You can see people moving. They're not very far away. So here you get a different angle, third person. I don't even have to get up to throw it, that's how close I am. I just give it a good lob from my belly. And it did land pretty close to the base. Now, unfortunately, during the safety briefing, we were told not to throw it directly at enemies, and I took that a little too hard, I guess, and I didn't throw it directly at the base. I threw it to the side of the base, so nobody ended up calling their hit from the Thunderbee. I don't know if it was close to anybody or not, but if I had thrown it directly at the base, I probably would have gotten several kills. So unfortunately, I kind of wasted it. But now my position is somewhat known. I've shot a guy from the back. I've thrown a grenade from there, so they know something's up. So I'm forced to slow it down a little bit, take my time, and kind of assess what's going on. So I wait here for a minute, and we're going to cut ahead. With every move I make, the enemy base is closer and closer. I'm closing in. I can hear the enemies speaking. I know there's about 4 that I can see or visually or hear anyway, that are guarding their base. They're within the structure. I know there's a lot of enemy contact that I'm not able to take out at this range. I'm too close to use my sniper, so I'm down to my handgun. At this point, my rifle is only for the camera, so that's the only reason I'm bringing it with me. That, and I don't want to lose it. So we've switched back to the first person camera. Unfortunately, the camera's kind of facing down, so you can't quite see what I'm looking at, but right above those little bushes there is the enemy base. I am on the outskirts of the enemy base, right on the perimeter. I engage, I kill him in, I get up. You can see now how close it was, and of course I'm completely annihilated. I left my rag on my gun so I could find it, but you see I was very, very close. And here's where I left my gun. My GoPro has better audio than my head cam. You can see my legs are right there. I get up and try to rush them, but I know it's not a battle I'm going to win. Unfortunately, if I had my Thunderbee at that range, I definitely could have put it to better use. And of course, too, when the Thunder Bee went off, I didn't mention this, but it went flying up in the air, and I was pretty sure it was as good as gone. And it's pretty funny how my friend knew that I was the one sneaking up. Like, he called me out right away. He knew it was me. It's pretty funny. I ended up finding my Thunder Bee, which was great. I did not think I was going to find that thing. It went flying up in the air, and nobody knew where it landed. So during my long walk back to respawn, I walked by this guy who's a friend of my buddy, and he actually has the Tokyo Marui Mark 23 pistol. It's a pistol I really want to get. I plan on getting it over the winter time for next season. The thing is so quiet. It is unbelievable. So I get him to shoot me with it because people complain that, it doesn't have a lot of power. So I walk out a bit, and you can't even hear the shot in the camera, like through the camera audio. It is really quiet. If I had that pistol on my assault, I might have been a little more fortunate.